The babies are getting big. Blackie's still there like, come here. They're not as scared as her anymore though. She'll come running up to the fence and they'll just look at her. Summer is still a little sketched out getting petted, but she's starting to do a lot better with it. But she's definitely the wilder one out of all of them. That's the big old girl. She's the lover out of all of them. She really likes to be petted. Well, actually, the other sexlings don't mind it either. But there you go. A little glimpse into the chick life. And Molly. What's up, babies? Big girls are still doing good. They're just not allowed to go in with them yet. We're getting close though. We're going to start introducing them. There'll be future videos on that. Anyway, let's get to it. Bye, babies. Drinking some water here out of my running cup. I ain't gonna lie, I do not run. But I have something in the garden that is doing some running. Let's go check it out. Don't worry guys, I did not stay up all night thinking of that tacky intro, but let's go out to the garden and show you what I'm talking about. That's right, we're over here by the strawberry plants, and if you can see here, these are runners. Basically, baby plants to help propagate more. So what we're going to do today is a little experiment. I've never tried to propagate a strawberry runner. Normally they touch the soil, they lay roots down, and that's where they stay. But this time we're going to put a little shelf up here with a couple of pots, and we're going to put these little guys inside pots so they start growing roots. Once they get rooted in nicely, then you can cut them off the mother plant. And then you have another strawberry plant. So let's have a little fun experiment with them. As you can see in this strawberry plant that we planted in the whiskey barrel, it has a runner as well. And this will touch that soil and make a new plant. That one we'll leave alone. But the ones that are suspended in the air like that, well, they have no soil to start rooting in, so let's give them a little help. Okay, so I went through one of my junk bins here in the garage, looking around at what I can make a shelf out of. Well, I found some nice ones. I have nice shelf brackets here. We're going to put these up to the privacy fence. Just with a piece of treated wood I have sitting here, we'll make our little shelf to set up the pots for the baby strawberry plants, the runners. Okay, so I want to put the shelf lower than the mother plant because I want the runners to kind of be pointing down when I put the pots up. So we're going to put it down here, put the little pots, and then we'll get them buried in. There we go. Now let's get some potting soil and peat moss mixed together. The roots really need airy, fluffy soil to propagate correctly, so let's get some soil set up. Okay, so there you go. Just a potting mix with a lot of peat moss in it to retain that moisture and to keep it nice and airy. There you go. I don't even pack it down that much. We're just going to put it in there and be done. Okay, so before we could put the runners into the soil, we need to make anchors. So let me just clip some wire here. I buy this roll of wire at Lowe's all the time. I really use it a lot. So just got a piece of wire and just make a little anchor, just like that. Now we could stick that runner into the soil and make the bottom of the plant portion touch to start making roots. There we go. There's our anchors. Let's get back out there. Okay, so here we go. We got the runner. We're going to just kind of set it in there like that. Anchor it in to the soil just so it stays there. nice and firm. And there we go. There's the first one. That's it. Now I'll just water it and let it get roots. And then the second one. Voila. So how cool is that? Just that quick, we have 2 new strawberry plants going where we could put somewhere else in the garden. I do want to have a dedicated bed for strawberries, so that might be a new project coming up in the near future. These little baskets are pretty cool, but I just don't think there's enough room in there for these strawberry plants, so I definitely want to get a bigger area. But for now, that's pretty cool. There we go. 2 strawberry plants getting ready to start rooting in. One last tip, guys, on strawberries. I noticed that the strawberries I were getting were touching the soil and getting eaten by insects. So what you do is just shove a bunch of straw underneath the plants to keep them kind of raised up a little, and that'll keep the strawberries from touching the bare soil. It'll also keep the soil from hitting the plants when you water.